Yo, it's JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. Shout out to my subscribers. Yes, sir. Yes, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my new subscribers too, bro. Y'all been taking a liking to my latest videos I've been putting out. I appreciate that, man. Showing me mad love. I appreciate that. Let's go continue to grow, and with y'all help, man, I thank y'all. I appreciate it. But I want to get into this video real quick. So yesterday, I happened to get into one of the Dak fanboys live, right? So it was I seen the title and it was talking about, you know, Kellen Moore being hired and I wanted to see what he was talking about because I was just wanting to know that they don't want Kellen Moore because uh, they felt like they didn't want him in Dallas no more. He was garbage in Dallas, and he preferred him over Schottenheimer, who they say got an interview or whatever. But I I don't know. When I was in there, started talking about how Kellen Moore was so bad that it was because of Kellen Moore that Dak couldn't succeed in his option route scheme. So I'm like, well, hold up, bro. So I was typing in my responses or whatever. And then, he posted one of my comments and just started, talking about my comments. But anyway, let's get into the little video what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get my little, just get my reaction to it and let y'all know where I'm coming from. For what I was, I was kind of anticipating him. I understood they probably didn't want Kellen Moore as head coach again. But I thought he was going to explain it due to just Kellen Moore, not blaming Kellen Moore because Dak Prescott couldn't succeed in his system. So let's get into that real quick. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
In this game, did you put more blame on the coach?
No, he talking about that's the San Fran. That's why it's January 20th, 2022. We just lost to San Fran. That's why he's saying in this game. So he really breaking it down. What happened in the San Fran game, which is what Scott was talking about, right? Not looking at Kellen from the trees. Not.
So right now, he has Michael Irvin's response to that 49ers playoff game, but he's on the 104, 105.3 the fan. So he's just playing back this replay because I guess he was using Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith as his his resource to back him up, talking about Kellen Moore's option route system, which was sorry for them. So and Dak Prescott, he could he couldn't succeed in that system. Okay, let's go.
No, we're not looking at the forest. We're getting ready to look at the Kellen tree.
Or the players in this game?
Dude, Emmett and I stood in that tunnel before everything. I'm going to tell you this. We looked at each other and we said, we thought ourselves double trouble by land or by air. And the day before we hit the field, if we don't, we got no shots. Period. That's the whole reason.
So these are two stars talking to each other. If we don't ball out, we have no shot. Because guess what? The team go follow us. See, that's the problem with Kellen's system. That's why I called it fool's gold. I know some people laughed and thought I was playing when I said that. Nah. It's the worst type of offense. You know why it's the worst type of offense? It's like a tease. It'll get your hopes up because it'll destroy teams. Because if you go against a stat...
So he talking about the offense, that sounds like how Dak play. So is it the scheme or is it the quarterback? Let's see.
Defense, It's gonna walk downfield like bop, 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 bop. And everybody gonna be like, ooh, Kellen, ooh. And then you'll run up on a good D coordinator. You'll run up on Robert Sala. And that it's a tease ass offense. It's a tease. Yeah. So then it'll show up in the big games. You'll be like, damn, we was averaging 35. We was talking about 40 burger. 40 burger. Then you go out there and you look like this BS. Hold on real quick. Then you go out there and you look like this BS. But if you judging Kelly's system according to this, you ain't gonna see it. You ain't gonna see it. Yeah. You just not gonna see it.
We did that because we knew if we didn't show up, we got no shot. Our stars didn't show up. We had no shot. Whenever you got disorder, dysfunction. We can't have our stars putting up role player numbers like 31 yards rushing. One catch for 21 yards. 69 passer rating. And then have our role players putting up numbers like Schultz and Wilson. That's a disorder. Trying to make our role players stars, our stars role players. That's a disorder, and the team dysfunction, and our ass is home.
That boy said, and our ass is home.
Well, hold up. Is it the system or is it the quarterback? Is it the system or is it the quarterback? Does he dislike Kellen Moore's system because Dak failed in it?
And see, that's why I got to do a show like this. Because a lot of people still caught up on this. They not looking at this. So this ain't no sneak this about, because a lot of us do this. I did that. It took the Arizona game from 2021 is what made me really go figure out this system. And it worked. I went to the lab. I began to crack. I began to listen. I began to look. I was watching the targets. I was listening to the interviews. And that's when I figured them out. A system-based offense that was going to let you down in the big games and tease you all year.
So notice he said that Kellen Moore's offense will let you down in the big games, right? But he also said, I watched a good portion of this video, so I might say some things that he might not say in this clip, but he said some things like, with Kellen Moore's offense, it's only good during the regular season. But just like he said, when you run up in the playoffs or a good team with a good defensive coordinator, he can expose that offense. Remember now, this is under Kellen Moore's option route system that he's talking about.
I don't want that. That's why I am #no Kellen Moore. And I'm honestly very disappointed in legacy media. Because how do you allow him to come back and you don't cross-examine him? How do you sell him and don't even mention the option routes? How do you try to sell him and push him down our throat and don't mention how Dak had the most interceptions under his offense in his whole career? And a lot of people was wondering, should we get rid of Dak because of what happened under his system?
Mm-hmm. So he talking about, I think he gonna go on and say something about Dak only had 4 interceptions in his rookie year. But let's check on Dak in his rookie year. He had 4 INTs with 23 touchdowns. Do you know that he was handing the ball off to Ezekiel Elliott, a prime rookie Zeke? Huh? A prime rookie Zeke. That was his rushes. But yeah, he want to talk about that was his worst time under Kellen Moore's system. But my thing is, Dak only threw for 23 TDs. He had Zeke running the ball. So what that sound like to you? That sound like to me that Dak is good under play action. He needs a good play action pass. He need a heavy dose of Dak Prescott need a running back to average 150 yards a game for him to be successful in play action. That's his downfall. But let's get back to this real quick.
So now I'm gonna break down the real details of his system.
Okay, before he do
Remember
that, I'm gonna play what Troy Aikman said about Kellen Moore, and off of the Odd Couple show with Rod Park. I want to play because he just named 2 Hall of Famers, as he say, that was critical of Kellen Moore's system and why Dak didn't succeed in that system. But we got Troy Aikman, and I'm gonna play a clip with Jimmy Johnson saying that Kellen Moore should be head coach. Let's go.
Aikman, this is what, during the pregame show? He basically ripped the Cowboys' job.
It suggests that there's not a real plan. I mean, and the fact that they haven't had the opportunity to maybe interview a Ben Johnson and some of these others, Aaron Glenn. I think that what Schefter said as far as Kellen Moore being a candidate, that seems logical to me. A guy who has familiarity with the building. He's worked obviously with the Cowboys and with Jerry Jones, and they know each other very well. In fact, when Mike McCarthy got the job, it was told to Mike that Kellen Moore would be the offensive coordinator. So that's how much the Jones family thinks of him. Beyond that,
right. So let's hear what Jimmy Johnson had to say on 105.3 The Fan.
This decision is tied directly to the quarterback, Dak Prescott. He signed a $240 million contract, got a no trade clause. He's had tremendous success in this system. So it doesn't make sense to bring in a new offensive system. The 2 key figures here, Brian Schottenheimer, the offensive coordinator for Dallas, and like I said, Dak's done a great job in that system. The other key figure is Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator for Philadelphia. He is very close to Dak. He was the coordinator prior to Schottenheimer. Now, Jerry, he could surprise us with a decision, but I think those 2 key guys are the ones you start with.
Mm-hmm. And so my thing on this, what he's saying is, I guess Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin, I guess they fit his narrative. See, but Jimmy Johnson and Troy Aikman saying Kellen Moore would be a good candidate to go with as a head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. So why aren't they pumping up what Troy Aikman said? Troy Aikman and Jimmy Johnson Hall of Famers. So they only listen to Troy Aikman when it fit their narrative, because when he was blaming the receivers for not running their routes properly, and it was the cause for Dak to not succeed in the offense because it was the receivers. It's the same thing he's saying with Kellen Moore and his option routes. The receivers don't be on the same page as Dak. So when Dak was throwing them picks, it was because of the receivers. So we blaming the receivers in Kellen Moore's option route system then for Dak throwing those picks. And now we blaming the receivers again. And Mike McCarthy's Texas Coast offense. But now he's advocating for your boy. And Brian Schottenheimer was Texas Coast Power, and I was with Mike McCarthy, it was Texas Coast. Now with your boy Brian Schottenheimer, it's Texas Coast Power. So he going off on Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy and Schottenheimer. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna get into back what I want to say about this.
This came from Boise State. So we go back to Boise State, and we go listen to his mentality, and we go listen to how that transferred over to the Dallas Cowboys.
No, we're not gonna listen to that because my thing is with this, right? My thing is with this. If it was all on Kellen Moore and why Dak Prescott didn't succeed in his offense with the option route scheme, if it was so bad and it caused him to throw all those picks, I don't remember Kellen Moore with his option route schemes here in 2023. Hell, I don't remember Kellen Moore being here in 2024 with his option route schemes. So, is it the scheme or is it the quarterback? Are you blaming Mike McCarthy for Dak not producing in 2023 and 2024? Because he also stated that if the offense of Kellen Moore and his option route system is good in the regular season, it's good against defenses who don't, who have no motion or no pre-snap disguises or anything like that. They can ball in that system. But when they get to the playoffs, it don't work. But wait a minute. If that was on the Kellen Moore system, what was Mike McCarthy's system with the Texas Toast? I keep calling that shit Texas Toast. Because that shit got burnt, though. That offense got burnt. Because Dak can't run that shit. But the point is, he's saying that Kellen Moore's offense is only good during the regular season until he meets good teams versus a good D coordinator, because he can out-scheme Kellen Moore through that weak-ass system that he says. But goddamn, the Texas Coast offense wasn't good up until in the regular season until we got to the playoffs, until we played Green Bay. Dak was second team All-Pro. He was runner up the MVP with 1 vote versus 99. And Mike McCarthy's offense was good during the regular season, but when we got to the playoffs, what the fuck did Dak Prescott do? He did the same thing he did in the playoffs when he was with Kellen Moore in the option route system. So is it the option route system at Kellen Moore? Is it the Texas Coast offense with Mike McCarthy? Or is it Dak Prescott? Because it seems he's incapable of running any offense. And if the option route offense requires a quarterback to have a high IQ in that position, Dak does not. They keep saying he's smart because he got a psychology degree. What the fuck does that have to do with being on the football field with a high IQ at the quarterback position? It has nothing to do with that. I'm going to get back. I said I wasn't, but I'm going to get back a little video into this video a little bit more because he said a couple things and he put my comment up on the screen. I want to kind of get to that. Let me see where the hell that shit at. Here we go. I'm going to play it ball right here and see how he gets to, let When he put me up there.
trying
Hold
to
on.
adjust according to the defense. You can anticipate routes and throw
You can anticipate routes.
it, before guys are breaking because you know where the spot where they're going to be. Throw it, before guys are breaking because you know where the spot where they're going to be. Anticipate routes and throw it, before guys are breaking because you know where the spot where they're going to be.
Well, hold on. Don't every quarterback anticipate their throws? What's so difficult about this system that Kellen Moore had that Dak had to always. Was there something wrong with him having to anticipate the throws?
That's the key to Kellen's system. It sounds beautiful, but it got some flaws too. And it does work if you got a static defense. If you got an average D coordinator, Kellen's system will destroy you.
See?
And then look at this. See, y'all, they both say Dak has no anticipation. I'm going to leave this up real quick as I go through this real quick.
Yeah, 2 picks. Yeah, communication, coverage.
Well, first one is that that plays that's kind of on the fringe of where you call it. So the point is that based on the way we're supposed to do it, it's a tighter window to get across, and Dak has to throw that with anticipation.
So we got somebody hating on Dak saying Dak has no anticipation. But then we got Mike McCarthy literally saying Dak had to throw with anticipation, which means that he actually did what this guy named JB said he doesn't have.
He don't have no anticipation. And then he taking the word of Mike McCarthy, who this dude lied to say he was going to run the ball, never ran the ball, lied to get Kellen Moore up out of there. So you think you going to take his word? Yeah, he's going to side with Dak Prescott so they could blame it on Kellen Moore. Of course. He's going to side with Dak Prescott. But you know what else? Dak Prescott was doing that same shit in Mike McCarthy's system. Because he threw the 2 picks in the Green Bay game, a pick 6 at one of them. And then this year he go 11 TDs for 8 picks. This dude was on pace to lead the league in interceptions. And this was not in Kellen Moore's option route system. So this some dumb clown shit. But let's get to the point.
Threw it with anticipation.
But based on the depth of the defender, it's doesn't matter if it's a neck with a strong safety or it could be the defensive lineman lined up back here 15, 20 yards. When there's someone in the middle of the field.
Like some of y'all just don't got the IQ for this.
Right.
Y'all just.
And Dak Prescott doesn't have the IQ to play the quarterback position at a high level. Y'all blaming Kellen Moore's option route system as to why Dak Prescott threw, 22 picks and missed 5 games in 2022? Didn't Kellen Moore play in that same option route system and went 4-1? How many picks he had that season when he played on 5 games? I think he only had like 3 picks. Wait a minute. Didn't Kellen Moore play? Not Kellen. Cooper Rush. My bad. Cooper Rush. Didn't Cooper Rush play in Mike McCarthy's system this year? The same system Dak Prescott played in? Cooper Rush went 4-4, 12 touchdowns and 5 picks. Dak Prescott he went 3-5. He went 3-5, had 11 touchdowns and 8 picks. I'm just trying to figure out, is it the systems or is it the quarterback? Because it seemed to me that Cooper Rush can play in any system. He was good in Kellen Moore's option route system. He was good in Mike McCarthy's Texas Coast system. But it seemed to me Dak Prescott have a problem with both of them. So what are they trying to do? Blow some smoke over our eyes that it's all on Kellen Moore? My thing is, I don't know. I don't really care if Kellen Moore is the head coach of the Cowboys or not. I mean, I care, but I have no control if he is or not. So this wasn't my agenda. This wasn't my point about the situation. My point was that these Dak fanboys continuously blame other people for Dak's failures. Now, if it was so bad for the for Kellen Moore's option route system for Dak to succeed in, how come he hasn't succeeded in the Texas Coast offensive system? There's no option routes here in 2023 with Kellen Moore. There's no option routes here in 2024 with Kellen Moore. This was all under Mike McCarthy, and Dak Prescott still failed. He still failed. So this dude was just explaining for hours on that live about how it was more about Kellen Moore was the reason why Dak Prescott failed. Maybe Dak Prescott just wasn't bright enough to run Kellen Moore's system. That don't make Kellen Moore's system bad or it doesn't work. Maybe Dak Prescott just can't run that shit. He can't run Mike McCarthy's Texas burnt toast coast offense. He can't run neither one of them. No, I get it. If you don't want Kellen Moore to be the head coach, I got it. But to say it's his fault why Dak Prescott threw those picks in 2022, that's bullshit. Because he did the same thing. Goddamn, he damn near was going to throw 22 to 24 this year if he didn't fake the injury. What did he throw in 2023? I think he threw about 11 in 2023. Let's see. INTs 2023. Oh, okay, he threw 9. He had 36 and 9. So this is only the second time in his 10-year career he's thrown over 30 touchdowns. Well, I say 3. He got 30 right here. 37 to 36. So only 3 times out of his 10-year career he's thrown over 30 TDs. I give you the 30. Got to give his ass one. 2021 he threw 13 in 2017, 11 in 2019, 10 in 2021, 15 in 2022. All of last year he threw 9 in the Texas burnt toast coast offense. All last year he threw 9 picks. In 11 games he had 8. And this year he had this was all in helps with Dan Quinn defense giving the ball back multiple times to Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy. He was getting the ball back to cover up for his mistakes to get to this shit. But when we get to the playoffs, like he said that Kellen Moore's option routes system will do when you get to the playoffs, defense gonna cancel that shit out because they gonna know how to disrupt it. Shit, so y'all let me know. Is it Kellen Moore's option routes? Is it Mike McCarthy's Texas Coast routes? Or is it Dak Prescott? Yo, this is JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right. And Dak.
Yeah, check.